was gonna say, that worked out. Don't have to move anything. And that's our chest x-ray. Deep breath in, let it out, deep breath in, hold it, left marker, expose. Now we need to figure out where her rib pain is. So since she's facing it, we'll do anterior. And since it's anterior, we're not really gonna do lower, it'll just be upper. So let's do right anterior. So the right anterior, we're gonna do a straight shot, real close, still centered at T7 because it's gonna be upper. So upper, anterior, still inspiration. Take a breath in, hold it, and expose. So that would get our bilateral upper ribs. Now we're gonna do just the right side. So I'm going to do an LAO to show the right side elongated. It already moved, that works out. If you start in the middle and you do your oblique, it already goes off to the elevated side for you. Now, to make it just a little bit better, we're gonna do landscape, or portrait instead of landscape, sorry. That we can be just off and get a little bit more ribs on that side. I just moved you a little bit. Still centered at T7. We're looking at the elongated ribs on this, on the right. You can take that arm, yep, just kind of like that. You can put it on top of the board if you want. Still gets that arm out of the way. And this one's still on inspiration, taking a breath, blow it out, take another breath. I'm just used to doing it for chest. Hold it and expose. You don't have to do 2 breaths. That's our 3 pictures for the right side anterior rib pain. So let's just say we did our chest and we'll do posterior.
You marked the side.
Good, yeah, so we would put a right marker over there on that one.
They
Yep.
used to mess me up. So the side up is what you mark.
Because that's our
Or that's
side
the
of
side of
interest,
interest.
and that's what we were x-raying. Now let's do posterior. We did our chest, now we're gonna do her right posterior ribs.
So then it's
Still like
Still
that,
nice.
still a straight shot. That's our first one. And we can go back crosswise to get both. Up and down, we want 14, 17.
So bilateral AP.
Yeah, bilateral AP, and now we just need the right side, so we're gonna do RPO. Gonna go long on that one.
only about 20 still? Or is this
45.
one 45? Okay, so then this is
Yep,
fine.
45. And then this line we want off over here, so I'm gonna push you over just to be towards the right. Maybe a little bit more oblique. And it's a weird looking, everybody gets confused by this being diagonal looking. So I'm just going by, you see it on the board right there? It's right here in the middle of her line. So I kind of went by that line, like this, starting right there, and I can see that it's kind of in the middle of her now. She's centered. So that's our RPO to elongate the right, and this arm is the one we want out of the way. We
And
don't
chin
want it
up.
tucked. And since we're doing upper still, deep breath in, hold it,
Hold it,
and
expose.
expose. Now what if we were doing the right posterior lower? We would just go down, same position.
But now you want like the top of the light at least at the crest.
About at the crest, and go ahead and inferior rib margin. I think I might be a little low right now because we want to be midway between xiphoid and inferior rib. That's inferior rib right about there. Down.
Should change out your arm. That's a bend.
Yep. All right, so that would be the centering for lower ribs.
And then that would be expiration.
Expiration on our breathing. So a straight one and an oblique still RPO. So same position, it's just we change our centering and our breathing. So really it's just getting in your head what pictures do you need and then centering and breathing for them. But knowing which side is hurt, where it's at, that's the hardest part.
The